Hi guys, Retro Anju here. It's the new year, and well, in my intro video I gave you guys a sneak peek at my collection, and well, things have changed since then, so I thought the new year would be a good time to show off some interesting little things. And somebody was asking about my reserve list stuff, and I figured now's as good a time as any to show you what I've acquired. These are my reserve list binders. They have nothing but reserve list in them. Big ticket items here. We've got a Blaze of Glory from Unlimited, King Suleiman from Arabian Nights. Please don't hate me if I'm getting that wrong. Not a whole lot else of note. Exorcist. It's not a bad creature. Got a Preacher over here. Can't quite see that. I have to shift. Got a Preacher. Preacher's nice. Then we get into the Mirage Visions Weatherlight. There's not a whole lot going on in there. Do have the Peacekeeper. Humility. That's something new that I acquired. Got the Academy Rector. I've had that for a little while. Got a Replenish, and I just pulled a Replenish out of a pack not too long ago, so I got another one of those. Opalescence. For any of you that were playing during Urza Saga, you know that card pretty well. Alright, moving on to blue. Got the Vespian Doppelganger here. Couple copy artifacts, one of which I pulled on the channel. If you want to go back and watch my opening a pack from every set of Magic Revised, I pulled the copy artifact from there. Got a Brain Geyser. Got a couple cards that I've got in my Urza deck. Can't remember exactly what they are right now. And yeah, there's a lot of just like random El Cheapo stuff from Mirage Visions Weatherlight. I had a deck with Urte back in the day. Urte Wizard Adept. So he was pretty nice. Got my Morphling. Pulled the Gilded Drake out of a pack from a local game store I have here. Got me a Time Spiral. Moving on to black. We've got two Cabal Ghoul, one of which was gifted to me from a member of the channel and one of my patrons, which I definitely appreciate. I acquired on All Hallows Eve, a card I've been looking for going on 20 years now. Finally got one. This here, you can't really tell. It's not actually a real card. It's just a placeholder until I can manage to get a Chains of Mephistopheles. Customized MTG. I get, they'll print you special looking versions of cards, and they're relatively cheap. Let's see, moving on. Not seeing much of note here. Black doesn't seem to be a very high-powered one, at least not from what I have. Got Yawgmoth's Will. That's pretty nice. That is a World Champion deck version, so it's not the best at it. Speaking of World Champion decks, I did have my own, so I have 4 copies of Recurring Nightmare. I managed to get Phyrexian Negator, one from the actual set, one from the Phyrexia versus the Coalition dual deck. I've got a couple Yawgmoth's Bargains. Moving on to red. Of course, my Wheel of Fortune. I got a good deal on back in the day before they shot up in price. Fork is a nice little card if you're a Spellslinger. Red also seems to be a little underpowered in the reserve list department. Goblin Bomb. That's a fun card. And just recently acquired my Ollie from Cairo. So that's pretty nice. Hopefully I'm in focus here. I can't really tell from my screen. But yeah, just got my Ollie from Cairo, which is nice. One of those dreams I had when I was a kid, getting those. Moving on to green, we've got 3 Fast Bonds. When they announced that they were unrestricting Fast Bond, I went out and bought extra copies just to get them while they were low, and it seems to have been a good investment. We got Hall of Gemstone here. That if you ever want to die at the commander table, cast Hall of Gemstone. All right, moving on. I got me an Eladamri, Lord of Leaves over here. Nice little guy there, and a Rofellos Llanowar Emissary. Couple Survival of the Fittest from my World Champion decks. Did get me a Singing Tree the other day from Arabian Nights, so that's nice. And this card right here, Recycle, is my favorite card ever printed. Take a moment, pause the video, look at the art, and then think about the name of the card. Hopefully you're all chuckling right now. Moving on to gold, I've got several of the Legends cards that are meh, not good by today's standards. Got our Lord of Tressorhorn. When he was printed, a 10-4 was unheard of. That was quite special. Got our Flying Purple Hippo, our Feldgriff, which, for those of you that are young, Feldgriff is actually an anagram of Richard Garfield, PhD, the creator of the game of Magic. Moving on. Let's see. Not a whole lot. There's a Cadaverous Bloom over here. Problematic card back in the day. Squandered Resources, also problematic back in the day. And here we have our Sliver Queen. Beautiful Sliver Commander there. And Angus Mackenzie, another decent commander. Only as expensive as he is because of how rare he is. Moving on, got my Illusionary Mask that I got for my Phyrexian Dreadnought deck. Pyramids, which was also a gift from that same patron that gifted me the Cabal Ghoul. Still appreciative of that. The Candelabra of Taunos. That's something I got a decent deal on from my local game store because the owner was in a wheeling and dealing mood. He had just gotten back from a convention and felt like giving me a deal. Got my Taunos Coffin, which back in the day I went to purchase this particular, not this particular card, but a Taunos Coffin for one of my friends for Christmas, and it was marked $20. Long story short, a little bit of miscommunication, and I tried my best, but the cashier still rung me up for that card for 20 cents. I hope he still got it, because that would be very nice. Here we got Stone Calendar, card I used a lot back in the day. Helm of Obedience, very nice. Phyrexian Dreadnought, the aforementioned card for Illusionary Mask. 12/12 for 1 mana. And that does work, by the way. If you put him into play with Illusionary Mask, he does not need to be, his enter the battlefield cost does not need to be paid. So that's pretty nice. I got Bosium Strip. The original flashback card, I believe. And Null Rod. Nice little Weatherlight card there. Lifeline. Had that a lot in a lot of decks back in the day. Grim Monolith. Again, I've got 3 of those now. But one of them is in a slab, so I cannot actually put it in the notebook. It came back a PSA 9, which was nice. Also have the Lion's Eye Diamond. that I sent off for grading also came back a 9. And the Lion's Eye Diamond I opened on the channel. So you can go back and watch that. I believe the video is titled When You Are Rewarded for Impulsive Buying. And a Metalworker, another card I opened from a pack in my local game store. They're mad at me because I took all the good cards out of their box. Now nobody wants to buy any more packs. Alright, moving on. City of Traders. Nope, City of Shadows. I'm sorry, not City of Traders. That's a different card. More expensive card. We've got Lake of the Dead, Keldrin Outpost. Cards that were very big and standard back in my day. I'm sure I don't need to elaborate on these ones. And there's another PSA 9 Volcanic Island. And I just recently acquired my Gaia's Cradle from my local game store. Beautiful card there. Over here we got Volrash Stronghold. There's the City of Traders. Yeah, the Tolarian Academy, Sarah's Sanctum. Oh, I suppose I could put my Gaia's Cradles together with the proxy that I had gotten from Customized MTG. Put that over top there so we don't have a proxy in my reserve list binder. And there we have it. I know there was a lot of babbling and I went through pretty fast. Feel free to pause and read any of the cards you want to see. Just the camera I have